Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Darkness Over New Orleans. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. My name is Dylan. I am your storyteller for this game. You can find me across the interwebs. Roll the number 4, and then my name, Dylan. Roll for Dylan. My pronouns are he, they, and as you can see, it's a one-on-one episode tonight with myself and Robin. So please enjoy what's going to start to happen. Robin, why don't you just give us a little tidbit about who and what, Go for it.
A little tidbit, just a little something.
Little
Hi,
something,
everyone.
something.
I'm Robin the God. On all platforms, my pronouns are she, her. Ambrose Windsor is who will be playing tonight, the Tzimisce, who is currently masquerading as the Nosferatu Thorn. Everything seems to be okay. We, uh, we seem to be in the clear, right? My identity will not be discovered now. We're fine.
Ever. Ever. Okay, I guess that wraps it up. So let's start our show. Without any further ado, let's sink our fangs into this week's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. Blah.
Blah.
Before we start, how's this level now? Is that audio better for hearing me? Can you hear me better now? Just want to check. The levels looked fine before, but I want to just double check now. It looks okay on my end. Okay. When last we left off, we were finishing up at court at the mansion where the prince had given our coterie each some very special accolades. Thorn, in particular, was given a home in the city of New Orleans to no longer be on the outskirts, far away from the city proper, but actually in the city itself, which you chose the penthouse of which hotel?
Not a hotel. It's on Rue Royale. It's a flat on Rue Royale.
A flat on Rue Royale.
If
Okay,
you
in the
know,
French
you know.
district.
That's right, in the French Quarter.
French quarters, thank you. Um, and after that, Thorn said, if there's anything that I can ask, I just want to ask for safety. I ask for sanctuary. I want to be safe here in the city. Which the prince was like, yeah, of course, no problem. Why not? You should always feel safe. You're definitely safe in this city. And the entire kindred community who was there all cheered you on and welcomed you as one of their own.
It's Switzerland, baby.
As you were masquerading as Thorn, the Nosferatu. Little does the entirety of the community know you're actually a Tzimisce. So the evening ended off with you asking Lady Aisha for her hand in a dance, and she spun you around, gave you a big dip, and she said, I lead. And the two of you cut a rug for the rest of the evening. We're going to go ahead and say that this party continued on throughout the next day, The windows and drapes were shut. Everyone continued enjoying themselves thoroughly. It is now the full next evening. You are free to do whatever you want. As you look out, you see that people are starting to filter out, leaving the mansion, leaving the manor, and going about their own ways. Everyone is fully satiated. There has been enough blood bags to, you know, keep you all entertained for the evening.
I'm a bloated little leech. All right. Well, Ambrose is gonna. Ambrose, who is masquerading as Thorn, Ambrose will be looking around. Um, and he's going to try to find the Ventrue, in particular, Lady Gulong.
Lady Grelon is
She's still
not
there.
there. She is not there. She was not there the whole time. Remember,
All
she was
right.
not there because we had determined that she's with her brother in the library.
Brother in the library, that's right. So Ambrose is going to go up to one of the Ventrue that are still there.
You can
Um,
see Megan. Megan is there.
Megan, darling, wasn't that a night?
Oh my goodness, I would say it's more like two nights put together in one. It was just so much. I can't remember the last time we danced like this.
No, it's
Even more so
fabulous.
than when you guys were at the sanctuary. The sanctum, excuse me.
Well, we had a very good night together. Lady Aisha and I were dancing 3 songs together.
We saw. Everyone saw.
Oh,
That will be the talk of the town for years to come, I'm sure.
oh, we were good. We were good, admit it.
Of course, what? How could I admit anything otherwise?
Well, I might have a favor to ask. Well, not a favor, just would you mind giving me a ride to Lady Gulong's?
Lady Grulon.
Yeah.
As you know, she's at the library with her brother, which is very hush hush. Only you and your coterie know about this. Um, the prince knows, of course, but that's none of her concern at the moment. I'm in no position to bring you to the library. That is on Lady Grulon's orders. If you wish to speak with her, I can relay a message.
Absolutely. I'll be spending a few nights in town. I don't think my place is ready just yet, but I'll be staying in a hotel nearby. Um, if we could talk, have a meeting.
Okay. About anything in particular that I might be able to divulge to her?
Well, I wouldn't dare ask about her library, but there's someone in particular who may still be after information about her library, if you understand.
There's always someone out there that's trying to get information about her library, so.
The Hakata,
The harvester, yes. Of course,
yes.
I figured, but I didn't want to make any assumptions.
I thought maybe we could have a talk about it. I
Just a
have a few
moment.
questions.
She takes out her phone, just starts like. Writes up a really quick text, just sends it off.
All right. Then is that a BlackBerry? You still have a BlackBerry? Never
It's
mind.
very useful when you're a secretary of sorts.
Yeah, yes, but none of the letters are on your phone anymore.
Yes,
How do
but
you?
it's actually very, very hard to crack one of these, whereas using one of your phones, it's much easier to get into.
Yes, Nokia is indestructible as well. They'll survive the end of times. Well, if you could drop me off to a hotel around the corner.
Sure, I can definitely do that. Um, why not? Let's get a taxi together.
You're Venture, you don't have your own car? You don't have your own driver?
They do. I tend to go with my own style.
All right. Well, then I'll split the taxi fare with you.
Oh, it's quite all right. I have Uber, and it's paid for by our bankroll.
God, vampires using Uber. Let's go. And he goes out.
Okay. She pulls up her phone again, just gets an Uber. So it'll be there in about 10 minutes. As you're both waiting out there, the air is nice, crisp, cool air, surprisingly enough for New Orleans, which is usually humid, hot. You can cut through the
Very
air with a butter knife, is how sticky it
soupy,
usually is.
if you will.
It's soup.
Soupy.
It's not good soup. Um, there are just a few people out at this time. It's very early in the evening. Sun had just gone down. Just a few random people milling about. The majority of people who you do see have all been inside the manor with you. It's all kindred that are now shuffling out and making their way back to their cars, back out into the city, and elsewhere.
Megan, so waiting here. Do you know who the other four are besides Lady Aisha?
Oh, I haven't a clue. Absolutely not. No, she hasn't spoken word of them. I dare not ask.
Oh, all right.
If she is one of four, the other three have got to be just as foreboding, terrifying.
Sure. Ominous name like the four.
Yes, I would rather much only have one at a time.
You think it's the four horsemen? And death is like Lady Aisha, in all white. It's funny, you can't help but look at the comparisons.
I definitely did not make that comparison. I thought of the four hemispheres, and each one takes a different part. That was how I figured it. But that's a definitely different take, and I will now be thinking about that for the rest of the evening. Thank you.
They rule different hemispheres.
That's how I thought it was. They are shrouded in mystery. That's all I can
Right.
say.
Right. All right. Well, has there been any new developments around the city outside of the Macaulay?
Not a thing. After you guys killed all those Macaulay, nothing really has been happening in the bayous. Nothing's in the swamp. Nothing's. I'm not sure really what else to glean from this. It was kind of, in a sense, it was a bit too easy, you know?
Yes, exactly. I really believe it's over.
I never believe anything is over.
It just seems, like you said, a little too easy.
Well, all I know is if it is too easy, I'll take a win where I can.
Could I call you sometime?
You have my number.
Yes,
You've
but
done it
I'm
before.
asking. I have. And I'm not talking about like a date.
Oh, I would
Just
have
for like,
rejected anyways, but thank you.
would reject me. Oh, yes, I am disgusting. Yes. An
No, it's not.
absolute
It's not even
monster.
that. It's not even that. I just don't have the time or patience for dating anyone.
Oh. Well, we'll talk again in 50 years.
Sure. And the Uber pulls up. You guys hop in, and she directs the driver to where your first stop wants to be. Where exactly are you going to?
Going back to the hotel where Fritz is at. I hope he's
All
not
right.
hanging off the side of the building still.
Uh, so you give the address. He brings you there. You hop out and you just like very cautiously look up, and he's not there. But you see that the how's it called? The what is that word? The patio doors are open that go into the room, and you hear there's like loud European uh, techno playing in there.
that hunter bass? Bass hunter? Oh God. All right, Megan. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for tonight. And I'll call you sometime if I have a question or two.
Wonderful. Enjoy your evening.
All right.
Window slowly goes up as they take off.
Ambrose is hooded up, goes around the corner behind a trash can, goes to the back because he's looking like a Nosferatu right now. He's gonna go through the back of the hotel, either the fire escape or we'll go up the back staircase, to his room.
Okay.
And he's gonna knock on the door, but I'm sure if he can hear the music from downstairs, I'm sure it's loud. So he's just going to like cop knock on the door.
Yep. Almost immediately the door opens up and there's some woman standing there on the side. She looks like she's had several bottles of champagne. And she goes, "What's the password?"
The fuck are you?
"I'm sorry, no." And she closes the door.
This is my hotel room. And he bangs on the door again, jiggles the lock.
She opens up. "Oh, hi. What's the password?"
Grabs her and throws her out.
"Oh!"
Throws, and you see a pair of like heels go after her and her clothes, and then slams the door. Her purse comes out after.
And you see across the room is Fritz sitting on the couch, and there's about like 7 other people who are just like dancing and drinking, and Fritz is just sitting with his arms on the couch. He goes, "Why did you throw Becky out? She was so nice. She was that little doll woman. She was giving out sweets."
All these little bitches in here.
They're not all bitches, you know.
Oh God, this was only supposed to be our room, ours, you and me.
But you weren't here, so like it is now my room. So now it is our room collectively.
Fritz, I will stick you back in the swamp. I swear to God.
Okay.
Everyone,
I get the whole house then?
Fritz, get your sluts out of here. What are they doing here? What are they? I'm gonna make a check. I want to make a check. Are they all human?
Yeah, they're all human.
Okay.
And they are literally just drinking and doing some nose candies.
Fritz, get the sluts out.
Listen, Ambrose, no one was doing any slutty behavior, okay? We were all just having a party. But if you want some out, they'll get them out. Just, don't call people you don't know sluts. It's very unbecoming of you. Okay, my friends, come now. Master's home. Time to shoo-shoo. Let's go.
Don't call me master in front of people. It's weird.
Okay, the big boy with the big stick is here. Everybody time. Shoo-shoo. Let's go. Everyone starts to just stumble their way out.
He's just pushing them.
Some of them try "Oh, it's so good to see you," like as if you've been there the whole time, trying to give you a hug and kiss in the cheek.
Yeah. As soon as they try to give him a hug, he swoops down, throws him over his shoulder like fireman style, closes the door and throws him out.
Nice.
Choose to follow. And he slams the door right behind himself. Fritz, we really have to keep things on the down low, and this is coming from me. I have big news.
Woo, big news. Okay, I might as well turn this down then. And he walks over, turns off the boom box he has there.
Fuck
and
is
then
that?
he goes
Turn
back
your...
to the couch. Okay, I'm ready, I'm listening. Hands are in lap. Tap, tap.
I didn't take you as a Vitas guy. All right. So, and he sits across him. I have big news. And I think I may need to move the whole household. I'm not sure. I have to think about it.
Are you gonna turn into Baba Yaga?
No! We might need a moving truck, though. Oh, damn, there's a lot of bodies.
Oh, goodness, okay. I was gonna say, if we are moving as a household, it's like, I thought you were talking about the whole house is to get up and walk away. That's something that I thought you could do, but...
No. I have just been granted amnesty. This is Switzerland now, Fritz.
I'm not
For
allowed in
my efforts,
Switzerland.
I realize that.
No, like I've been kicked out of that country 4 times. I'm now like on a do not enter list. So why are we now in Switzerland? I'm confused.
No, no. We have been granted amnesty, or I have at least. Thorn, not Ambrose. Uh, but I'm safe. I can reside within the city, and basically we're safe as long as I keep up the charade of Thorn. We have acquired our own little penthouse on Rue Royale.
You're gonna have to say that again to me because when you said we were going back into the city, we were allowed back in. It sounded like in my mind I thought we were going back to the sewers, and as much as you love it down there, I really hated it. But now you're saying we're going to the fancy schmancy?
We are going to the fancy schmancy. No, well, I'll go to the sewers every once in a while for Lily, but
Oh my god, that thing's still down there.
it is. Watching over
Oh,
this city.
watching under the city more like it. Goodness.
Oh,
Disgusting
she's
little thing.
adorable. You would love her if you spent more
No,
time with
she would
her.
try to eat me, I'm pretty sure about that.
Regardless, we have a home now. A proper one. A nice one. Um, it isn't New York, but it will have accommodations, and we will have the protection of the city.
That's all well and good. I really am happy for you. Trust me, I really am. What are your neighbors gonna think about all the moving when you're not home?
My neighbors. I really don't have. Are you talking about the Zamitsi?
No, I'm talking about the people who are probably living underneath you, to the side of you. We're living in like what, an apartment or something?
Oh, it's a townhouse. It's like, how do you describe a flat on Rue Royale? You walk in through the gates. There's a gate system that you go through. It's like this lovely, like Creole wrought iron design. You go through there. You go up the stairs. You have your first floor, and then your second floor, and perhaps even a third floor.
So it's an actual house. It's not a flat. For like when I
It's a
understand a
flat.
flat is like it's like an apartment, but like it's at home. It's a
Yes,
house. An actual domicile.
it's attached to like a large street. It's a giant building that goes from one end of the street to the other end of the street. And you have flats on each numbered flats. But they're like $3 million on Rue Royale. They're quite
So
expensive.
we are moving up again. This is what I'm talking about.
Right?
Okay.
I know. And they just gave it to me. It's wonderful. As
Th-
my reward for using my house during the war.
That's okay. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, you get what you want, right? You get the nice stuff.
We're going to live real good again, Fritz. You just wait.
So
But
that still
I
begs the question, like, what's people gonna say that are in close proximity to your home if they hear, the furniture singing and the orchestra starts playing and stuff like that at all hours of the day and night?
will just say we're having sex.
That will be loud as well. So yes, we'll have to let them know that. But okay, hey, we'll get there when we
No,
get there, right?
but there's another little issue.
I'm not
You know,
surprised. Go ahead, tell me.
I danced with Lady Aisha tonight
That
three
must have been
times.
terrible.
It was great. She's a good dancer.
I
You wouldn't think she would be, but actually, as a combatant warrior, she's light and springy on her feet and very commanding,
That
very
makes perfect
domineering.
sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. However, I still think she suspects. No, I'm positive.
Okay, well, then you keep your charade, and I'll keep my shut up.
Speaking of which, um, I think It's time for us to have the talk.
Ambrose, there are many talks. Which the talk are you talking about that we need to talk about?
I'm talking about your embrace. Hooray! Huzzah! Why are you looking like that?
I will let you have your piece, and then I would like to have at least a sliver to talk about. You talk about what you want to talk about, then I'll give it my 2 cents.
Don't you want to? Don't you want to live forever?
You can talk about what you want to talk about first, and then I'll give it my 2 cents.
All right. I just think that it's high time we elevate your status from little human ghoul to Tzimisce. Honestly, I can't think of anyone better, and I think we should do it soon.
Is that all you have to say?
And,
That's it?
well, you would be free if you'd like to be. We could welcome you into the Camarilla. I'm in favor with them right now, and so you would be too. I could free you at court under any obligation to me, and as I do that, with the approval of the prince, after I release you, you could be your own vampire. So that means any actions that you have on your own and make on your own merit you'll be judged from them. So even if people discover that I am Ambrose Windsor, you see, you'll be fine. You will have broken no laws. You'll be a part of the Camarilla, which, may I remind you, is very important for many people. But not for me, not really. But for you, I want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Okay.
And I think this is the perfect time. I think this is the perfect time. I think this is the perfect time. Fritz, I think I should kill you.
Are you finished now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. How about you sit down? Come here.
All right.
And he stands up after you sit down. And he smiles at you. He gets down on one knee. He puts his hands on your face. And he shakes you back and forth. He goes, "Absolutely not. I don't want that at all. And here's a few reasons why. Do you want the short list or the long list?"
Give me your lists, please.
Very good. Okay, so you know how like you and I have been really close together for at least 10 years now?
Yes.
Yes, okay, alright, cool. So you know how you tell me everything about like everything that goes on in your kindred community? And every single law that has ever been broken by you and other people that you know and whatnot, yeah?
Well, yes.
Okay,
But I don't have a
wonderful.
therapist. There's no vampire therapy.
I almost guarantee you that there is, but that's a whole nother story. So, first reason why I don't want to be turned, embraced, I would be illegal, and what do they do to illegal embraces?
Well, they kill the sires, but I could get permission.
From who? Who's going to give you permission?
Prince.
What makes you think that they're going to give you permission just like this? They've already given you a home, they've given you sanctuary, and now you're asking to turn your ghoul into...
About it, there's no more Nosferatu left. They still
That
think I'm a
brings me to my
Nosferatu.
second point. You're going to turn me into a Nosferatu, yeah?
Yeah.
No, you're going to turn me into a Tzimisce. Right?
Right.
So that means that every single time that I have to go to court, outside, do anything, I have to make myself look like Thorn, right? Not like Thorn, but you know what I mean, like a Nosferatu.
I mean, it's easy enough once you get used to Viscitude.
That's not the problem, darling. The problem is I don't want to be hiding myself every single time. Do you know how long I had to hide myself beforehand? As this? I don't want to have to hide myself every single night in this city. There's enough people down here don't like me as this as it is. You want me to go out there as something else that they're not going to like? Imagine this with this. That's not going to turn over well for anybody, you know what I'm talking about?
There has never been an individual that I have found more worthy. You transform yourself just as being human. You would be more worthy of this than I am. If you think about it.
Ambrose, I think what you're confusing is I'm like an elaborate cosplayer. I can change my voice at a whim, and I've got really good outfits. I do not want to change my body. I do not want to have to, once again, hide who I am. And quite honestly, I don't like the idea of having to feed on somebody. I mean, I know that we've done some really kinky shit and I have to feed on you every once in a while, but like, I don't want that to be it. I'm gonna want some steak and eggs sometimes. I'm gonna want to have a salad. I'm gonna want to have chocolates. I'm gonna want to have red velvet cake. There's too many things I don't want to say goodbye to. And another thing, that probably is the most important thing to me. To me, when I die, I want that to be it. I want to be dead. I don't care what happens to my body. Give it to science. They'll certainly find something there. You can do whatever to my body you want afterwards. But when I'm dead, that's it, baby. I don't want to have an afterlife on this planet again.
But maybe if I made you...
No, go ahead. Get your thought out, please. Talk it. Let's talk it out.
No. I already made the conclusion in my head. Even if I did make you, you'd eventually leave me. It would be inevitable. And
most likely, yeah.
No one remains. They will die like the human you are. They'll live long enough to go away. Well, all right. Not all right. I'm conflicted right now, Fritz. I'm conflicted.
Here's something that contradicts what you just said to me. You want to change me, but you also want me to stay, yeah? But you also said that I would be free. And in being free, I get to do whatever I want, yeah? I don't have to stay in the city. I can go wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can be wherever and with whomever I want, yeah?
Well, I didn't think about that. I thought maybe perhaps you would stay. Be free on your own, like you don't have to, like be my servant or anything. You could just be your own individual self and... Oh, all right.
That's not being free then, right? That's limited freedom. Nobody wants limited freedom.
Why do you always make sense of things?
Because one of us has to have a fucking brain. We have 2 brain cells that we share, and sometimes they don't even rub together.
Somebody else. Would you like to be a Toreador or a Venture? How about a Gangrel? I'm sure Max would, or somebody. What about a Tremere?
Hold on a second, Ambrose. You think Max or Aubrey are going to embrace me for you?
Maybe if I ask really nicely. I don't want you to grow old. I don't want you to die. And I don't want to be alone, and I fucking hate this. Oh!
Ambrose, it is a privilege to die old. Not many people get to experience that in the year 2024. Hold on a second. Out of game. Something just knocked on my window, and I'm at basement level.
For long? Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan's house is haunted, and he may need to figure out where that's coming from. He goes now to investigate. He might not come back. Actually, quite a possibility he won't come back.
Okay.
Have the horrors left us?
The horrors persist, but
So do
it's still
I.
bright enough outside where like the sun's not 100% set right now. So I didn't see anything out there. Anyway, all right, where were we? Oh yeah, sorry everybody, sorry about that. You think that Max or Aubrey is going to embrace me after you ask them so very nicely? I mean,
Aubrey might.
Aubrey won't. Listen, those boys, they like me who I am, and you can tell that they like Fritz. They like Fritz for who Fritz is. I think that they actually respect me. I think they respect me.
Well, I think that's just a figment of your imagination.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Very small, by the way.
The respect, yeah? You respect me on a sub level, and that's fine. I don't need your respect. You can degrade me all you want. I'm used to it. Sometimes I thrive on it, yeah?
Oh, don't say it like
But
that.
when
You're making me sound like a monster.
Ambrose, you are a monster. And you know this. I know this. All of your furniture knows this. Your friends, they know this because they're monsters too. Do you think that vampires are just like everybody else out there? Are they normal people? Did you not just have a fucking battle with giant monstrous lizards and dinosaurs? You think everyday average people do these things? I sure as fuck don't. Not me. I go out, I party, I get fucked up, I let you do whatever the fuck you want to me, and I like it. But I do not eat people. I do not carry eyeballs in my pocket. I do not change my body to hideous, monstrous things. I don't make giant worm people that live in the sewers.
Life.
Can you say that again, please? You cut out.
What do you want to do with your life, Fritz? Because where you're at right now is kind of shit for a human. Partying and drugs and just being no one and everyone all at once, and being with me. Why don't you just leave? Just go and be free somewhere.
That's another great thing why I want to stay human. We have a choice as a human, yeah? We don't have to be dictated by your masquerade, by the Camarilla, or if you want a Sabbat, or if you're an anarch like you tell me about. We have choice. I choose to be who I am because it is who I am. I choose to get fucked up all the time. I like it. It's fun. It makes this blip of an existence meaningful because I'm having the time of my life. I don't want to sit in a desk and push numbers all day long. That's another choice. I don't want to be a CEO of a company. That sounds terrible. I hate that. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. It did. That's the one thing I wouldn't miss if I was embraced. Oh, I keep on thinking about CEOs
Missed?
and how terrible they are.
Wait a minute. Did you? Wait a minute. Were you a CEO?
Absolutely
What?
not. Why would you say that
Oh.
about? I would hate that.
Okay,
That would be the
okay,
worst
okay.
thing
We're not talking about it anymore. We're not talking about it anymore. Jesus Christ. Jeez, it's like you met my father.
I don't ever wish to meet that terrible person. And he
No,
made
so
his
he's
choices too. And I choose to stay with you. I mean, I'm also kind of stuck with you for a bit because you ghouled me, but you know, I need that blood. It's like a little dopamine. But even if you didn't, I still chose to stay. Warren introduced you to me, and me to you, and our fates have been intertwined ever since.
True. All right. Fine. I won't turn you. But if you ever have the inclination, we could always have this conversation again. Or not.
I'm not going to give you hope, Ambrose. This is like a tattoo for me. It's permanent.
Yeah.
Even with that laser removal, you still see it. It's still there.
It's...
I don't want to be embraced. This is a hard no for me.
All right.
But I appreciate you for listening to me. And I love you for giving me the choice.
You too, Fritz.
I know
And I
you
won't
do.
murder you, and I promise I won't murder you, and I promise I won't throw your body in a bathtub and leave you there. I promise.
That's very specific, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fine.
Here, let me... Let's do something fun, okay? Let's do something fun. I need a knife and I need your hand.
Oh, all right. Yes. Why do you need a knife?
I just need a knife. Jesus Christ. Simmer down. Like you haven't pulled strange shit out before.
Here is a little knife.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much. Give me your hand.
Fritz, I swear to God, don't stab it through. Oh, you know what? Here, just do it. Just whatever you're gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Great.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
He takes the knife and
I
he
trust you.
cuts a little bit on his thumb. Just, and he does the same one to your thumb. And he drops the knife and grabs the thumbs together and goes, "This is a promise. If you do ever change me against my will, I will make the unlife a fucking hell for you. I will never tell anyone who you are, but you will rue the day that you embraced me. I will make it a misery for you." Agreed?
Yes, agreed. Jesus.
Okay,
Fritz,
very good. We made a promise.
you are quite terrifying.
I've learned from you so much.
Lies and deceit. You were terrifying when I met you.
I mean, that is true. I am a freaky bitch. You can't deny that.
Did Warren pick you up?
By Studio 59.
Oh, Jesus. So you are quite old.
What? No, Studio 59's been around for like maybe 5 years before you met me. I think I'm 40s. I don't even remember really because age is
Right.
stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You just live every day until it's your last.
well, the blood also makes you age quite slowly, so I don't know how old you are. But 40s. Oh, we're about the same age.
Who'd have thought?
Right. Right. Well, we're safe. That's what counts.
Yes.
But there's Zamitzi still running around the city.
Yeah, that's another problem. I don't want to run into one of those motherfuckers.
There's also the harvester that's out there. I
Yeah,
want
he
to talk
sounds
to Lady...
terrible.
Yes, I'd like to talk to Lady Gulong about him. Also, Lady Gulong has a brother who works in the library.
Okay.
A secret brother.
Oh, a secret brother?
I don't know. It just sounded like it.
Was he had during wedlock or is like?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they just keep him down there, but the sisters,
Do you
they
think he's
rule.
deformed?
No, I didn't. God, no, no, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, why wouldn't
I'm
he be
just,
in the public like that? I mean,
I'm just spitballing here, Fritz.
and
I
so
need you
am
to.
I.
Oh God. Okay, well, I need to go out into the city. I need to roam it for a little bit before I go to Lady Gulong. What time is it? What time is it? I don't know.
It is 9:05 p.m.
Okay, great. I'm going to take a little walk about the city. Lady Gulong should be calling me, sometime, so if I'm not back before then, not dead, but, I can use my phone again, so you can call me. Do you want to come with me?
You know, I think I might just want to clean up here or something.
Yes, yes. Could you please take the fairy dust off of the
That's what
sofas
I
and
was
the
gonna clean
floor?
up.
And how the fuck did it get on the ceiling?
That was an achievement, I'll tell you that right there. That
Right.
took some acrobatic skill, and I'm very impressed that that boy he could do that so fast.
All right. Well done making it rain. All right. Um, Thank you for having this talk with me. I won't murder you.
I know you won't. Thank you.
If anybody touches you or murders you instead of me, I will kill them. I'll tear them apart, bit by bit. I'll take the head, I'll take the legs, and take the arms. And you know those little finger puppets? Those little finger puppets? Put the little limbs on there, and I'll just... I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go. You have a wonderful day. Night.
Okay. You leave me with that picture in your head. Go ahead. No problem.
Don't
Have fun
die.
time out there.
Don't die. Please don't die.
I mean, if death comes a knocking, death comes a
I'm
knocking, and hey,
leaving.
goodbye.
Goodbye. And he walks out. Strolls out into the city. Before he goes, though, he's gonna put on a different face. He's not gonna look like Thorn. He's gonna look like a very generic, average Joe.
Are you changing your clothes before you leave then?
Oh, man!
Because right now you're in thorn clothing that has not been taken off for a day and a half
Sure has-
after lots of dancing.
Oh, man. That's true. He comes back in, and also I need to borrow some clothes.
Oh,
And not
okay,
the
well,
fucking...
like,
Not the lederhosen. Do not give me your mini shorts lederhosen. Please do not.
listen, those are special, okay? My great grandmother made those for me, and you just look so nice in them. But sure, if you don't want my lederhosen, that's fine. Let's see, what can I scrounge up here? What do you want? I have a speedo. I have. Oh goodness gracious, what do I have? I have some boas. I have a leotard. I have
What is he wearing right now?
his typical white with the very see-through white pants, the very see-through tank top, his black top hat, his white suspenders.
Hmm. If this is the most normal thing you have, take off your clothes. I'll wear that.
Well, okay, sure, why not? No problem. Snap, snap, takes everything off. Just hands it to you, one item at a time. I'm going to warn you, you're going to want to watch how you move in that thing, because it rips easily.
Fine, I'm very careful with clothing. Who the fuck are you talking to?
I've seen how you move around sometimes, and that's not too careful on the closing.
Alright, well. How do I look?
You look like you wearing me.
Okay, let's see. We'll just go with a generic face. Generic face, generic hair, generic everything. Not standing out from the crowd.
In that outfit, you're going with boring face?
What do you want me to do? Fine, we'll go with...
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Just come with me. And he walks out the door and starts heading down the hallway.
What are you wearing?
Nothing. You took my clothes. What do you want from me? He's just stark naked down the hallway.
Grabs the towel and runs out after him, holding the towel. Wait!
He takes a towel, wraps it around himself. And he goes like 4 or 5 doors down and he goes, I heard some people in here before, so let's see. Hello? Who's inside? Peekaboo. Knock, knock. Hello? And you see some older man open the door. Yeah. Hello. How can I do for you, gentlemen? Oh, he's an old one, Ambrose. You like the old man sometimes. I don't know if you want to play with him.
What are we... I'm not playing with the old man. Oh, hello! Hello! Fuck! What do you...
No, thank you. I don't do that. Haven't done that in many years, actually.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to kill you, aren't I?
Oh, what? Just because I won't have sex with you? That's really a jump.
That's really not the reason. Not at all. I apologize for this. And he just goes inside, clamps his hand over the old man's mouth. I hate you so much right now, Fritz.
Fritz goes,
I hate you.
I was just going to say you could ask for a pair of clothes, but if you want to go, then kill him, I guess it's what you do. Sorry, old man, I just came here for your clothes. This guy jumped right to sex and killing you. Wrong door, I guess. The old man's muffling.
Sir, I assure you this has nothing to do with sex. I don't want you in a carnal, biblical way at all. I know, it's so sad that you have to die this way, and I'm so sorry. My friend is stupid. But your clothes, oh, they're actually really nice. Vintage. Yes, I like it a lot. Alright, well, yes, I know. This is a very scary situation, but it'll be over quickly. All right. Okay.
In the other room, you hear, Grandpa, what's happening?
Oh, fuck.
And Fritz is now sitting at the door going, this just got 1,000 times more interesting.
Is it a kid's voice?
No. It's not a child's voice. It's not an adult's voice.
Oh man, I don't think I have it in me to kill a teenager. You know what? Really don't want to kill you, so how about this? I'll let you go. I'm gonna let my hand off your mouth, and you give me your clothes. Can you do that for me? Okay. Very good. Fritz, grab me a few things out of his suitcase. Shh. It'll all be over soon. It'll all just be a nightmare.
And Fritz just like shimmies away in. I'm sorry, old man, but is your suitcase with your grandchild or grandperson over there? Okay, I'm just gonna go scare the crap out of them, I guess. I'm sorry. Okay, stay here,
No, don't-
Ambrose.
Oh my god!
He prances off into the other room, and you see him just like up against into the doorframe. Hello, I'm come for your grandfather's closing.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You hear the voice there go, what the fuck is going on here? And
I'm
Fritz
just gonna
makes
put
his
you in a
way-
headlock until you go to bed. Okay? Go to bed. Go to bed.
He goes to
I
bed
didn't kill you.
quickly. No, he goes to bed
All right.
quickly. It's an old man.
Right? I'm dragging him across the room, and I'm gonna just lay him on a lazy boy. All right.
And Fritz goes into the room and just goes, hey buddy, this is really weird for both of us, trust me. I'm just gonna take these old slacks and this button down, and ooh, these loafers look really nice too. That's all I need. I hope you have a great evening. Pay no attention to what's going on in the other room. And he walks out and he goes, oh look, the old man's sleeping. This was quite an adventure. 5 doors down. Who'd have thought we'd had so much fun? Let's go!
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. No. Wait. I have to put the kid to sleep. And then he runs to the other room and puts the kid in a headlock. I am so sorry, kid. Shh.
So
Sleep.
you go into the other room, and you see this well-built teenager, and he's like in a ready stance when you come in, and he's like, what the fuck is going on here, man? What are you doing? Why did that guy just steal my grandpa's clothes? Who the hell are you? Why was he in a towel? What'd you do to my grandpa? There's a lot of questions going on. My brain cannot spin any faster.
Listen, I hate to tell you this, but your father's part of the mafia. He owes us big time, and if you know what's good for you, you will just shut the fuck up and let us leave with the clothes, or else you'll get cement shoes and you'll be at the bottom of the fucking, the bayou. Swear to God. So, yeah. So, could you bring your neck over here? I'm gonna, I need you to.
Hold on. You just threw a lot of information at me that sounded really false and really made up.
Nope, not at all. Your father he's in the big leagues with the mafia, and we're here to collect.
So, you were collecting my grandfather's clothes as payment by a half-naked man, and you?
That's right. That's how we roll in New Orleans. NOLA, baby.
I think I'll take my chances. And he just squares up even more.
Do that. Don't do that. You have such a nice face.
You
Don't
see
do that.
Fritz just peeks his head in and just goes, this is going so well.
Oh, Fritz, get the hell out of here!
I'm right here. I'm watching the whole fucking thing. I am having a blast, Ambrose.
Oh my god. Okay, listen, kid. I really don't. Put your fucking hands down.
Listen, man. State champion, boxing and wrestling. I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
All right. Rocky. How about we leave? And you don't tell anybody about this. Or your father's going at the bottom of the bayou. All right?
One question.
What?
What's my dad's name?
And he runs out.
Okay. You run out. Fritz has
grabbing Fritz.
Fritz has the old man's clothing, and he's just flinging it behind him. He's like, this was a wonderful idea. You guys
We have to get out
the
of
door
here
behind
now.
you and run back into your into your suite.
No, Fritz, we have to get out of here right now.
Well, where are we supposed to go? What do you want to do now? I'm in a tower. What do you want me to do?
Out of here, please. Here's your clothes back. He takes it and throws it back at him. Give me fucking those and the loafers. Put your clothes on and get the fuck out of this hotel.
Okay.
We can never come back here again. This is my therapy hotel. This is our get busy hotel. This is Ambrose Windsor's therapy hotel, and we can never come back here again. We can never show our faces here again. Thank you very much.
I mean, did you have fun though?
I mean, kinda, just a
No,
little bit.
bitch,
Just a
wasn't it
little,
great?
wasn't it? It was so good.
All right, come
Oh,
on,
I
Vinny, let's
loved
get the
it.
fuck out of here. You're right, let's go. And he
Let's go.
puts his
Oh
clothes
shit,
on
let's
and you
go.
guys start dipping. All right,
Oh,
we're gonna take a break right here. We will be back in 20 minutes. All right, we'll see you all in 20 minutes. See you soon. Hello, we're back. How do you do? How do you do? Hello, how are yas?
Jump
So,
scare.
surprise, it's us, motherfuckers. Um, yeah, so let's just jump right back into what we were doing. You are now running out the back stairwell with Fritz as you're hopping into your newly acquired old man attire.
Yep, that's right.
What is your face looking like?
He was changing it on the way down. When he gets
I
to the
gotta put
bottom,
my
he's
face
like,
on.
when he gets to the bottom, he's like, "Oh shit! Oh, I was trying to find the most nondescript, normal, plain Blaine-looking face, and I accidentally made yours. I'm sorry. Now we both look like twins."
I am not plain or boring or anything. I mean, you know what you
You're
should
kind
do
of
with the closing you have right now? Why don't you look like Mr. Fredrickson? You know the guy
Mr.
from
Fred-
Up?
Oh my god, no! Oh, I
mean,
could.
you really could. I mean, just
Could,
hunch
okay.
over a little bit. You're used to that because of when you're doing Thorn, but like, have you ever
Okay.
found a snipe?
All right. Just give me a minute and let me just rearrange. And he does.
Perfect.
How do I look, kid? How do I look?
Well, you look like an old man who's just lost his love of his life and has to go move his house with a bunch of balloons. You look just like him.
Okay, fabulous. All right, let's go now.
You can't walk like that, though. I mean, well, you could walk like that. I don't really care.
Right, let's.
Right. And you guys start heading out. Where is your destination? What do you want to do for the rest of your evening?
I know we haven't we haven't had a text message yet. Do we have a text message? I don't know. Let's see.
Have you checked your phone recently?
I'm checking it now.
15 minutes ago, you had a text message from Megan saying that Lady Grulan will see you in 5 days.
Oh, this is bullshit. This is shit. 5 days I have to wait.
Okay, so
So now we kill time. I want to scout out the city. I just want to walk through it. I want my senses sprawled out. Put my feelers out there. See if I can sense anything.
what are you trying to sense? I mean,
The Tzimisce? The Harvester?
oh, okay,
Something
well,
something that shouldn't be. I'm not convinced that things are just back to normal. Kindred normal.
okay, well, let's see. Who might know about a thing or two about the rest of the city?
The Malkavian.
You really want to talk to a Malkavian about this?
Not really. I think she got freaked out at me at the party and she didn't really want to talk to me anymore.
Okay, well, I think there's somebody else you could be asking.
Oh, the little tea man. Tea shop man. What's his name?
Okay, let me just spill it out for you then. You sure you want to talk to other kindred about Tzimisce who might be running around the city?
Oh, well, no, I wasn't necessarily going to say that. I was just going to make some inquiries.
Okay.
Well, that's a bad idea.
You know somebody, you know one person that, I mean, I don't even know if you can call him a he anymore, but like, you know, there's that one guy.
Are you talking about the general? Tzimisce?
No, because we have no idea where he is, right?
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
The
A he
creep?
who isn't. Oh. Oh. I do have that one favor, but I was saving it. But yes, I can. I can. Okay. Where's the CBT? Okay, I'm going to look for a video camera somewhere.
Well, you told me last time that, like, he poured himself into a ceiling or something, and he said he was uploading himself.
Yes, he uploaded himself and he's digital now.
Did he have a phone number or
Oh,
anything?
no, but hey, let me pull up, I don't know, my camera. There we go. Oh, I look old.
You do. It's quite interesting.
Hello, creep. It is I, the one, I don't know if this line is it going to be secure? I am, um, I need that favor. And, you said to contact a rat, but, I need to talk to you. So, wake up. Are you in there? Hello? Do you think he has Zoom?
I don't know. Maybe it's it's a simple way to talk to people nowadays. But he told you to look for a rat, yeah?
Yes. Creep, I'm looking for you. Oh, that's right.
Let's go find some
Okay.
fucking rats.
Lily might have eaten all the ones in the sewers, but we could try.
Well, where did you see this creep guy last? Were there like any rats there in that area? Maybe.
It was an abandoned house, so yes. All right,
I think
let's.
that's where we should go look then, yeah?
If there's a dump, there is rats, so we should look where the trash cans are. All right. They're all over the streets, anyways.
Okay, well, you lead on the direction to where we're supposed to be going for where his house was. This abandoned
Right.
building.
All right, let's go. And he goes towards that.
Right? You guys take about 20 minutes or so dipping through the city to get to the abandoned area. And as you are walking, as you stated, there are plenty of garbage pails out. A lot of loose trash. You'll see like one or two rats during the whole time, but they are like very skittish, obviously, and you don't see them like all the way out. They're just like hiding and poking their way through spaces. But now that you're in the abandoned area, it's pretty quiet. You don't see any people around. There is definitely a lot of refuse around still. So the probability of actually finding a rat is quite high.
I know you're out there, my skitterish little flea vermin. I need to talk to the creep. And if any of you could lead me to him, tell him where I am, that would be wonderful. Or we can just go inside of this building. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Don't go inside.
You don't really hear any movement or see anything happening. And then Fritz just like starts moving a little bit quietly closer towards the building. And he sits down with his back up against it. And you see him just like pushing his lips together between his teeth. And he starts making like little squeaking sounds.
Okay, Willard. King Pied Piper.
I mean, I'm trying something. I don't think that they speak English, so like, I don't even know
You know
if
what
I'm
I'm
saying anything. But it's shit.
I'm gonna try to capture one. I'm gonna try to capture one. Here I go. Alright. I'm gonna try to sneak up on one and snatch it.
Sure, we'll just say you go ahead and do that.
Okay. There's the mouse. The rat. Now, my name is... It's Thorn, okay? Could you please tell... Stop moving! Could you please tell the creep that Thorn would like to see him? Alright, I'm gonna let you go now.
As soon as it touches the ground, it books it. It scurries the hell away really fast.
What service?
And as you say that, you look up, and above Fritz, in one of the busted out windows, you see that there is a different rat sitting on its hind legs, looking at you. Attached to its head is a little red light, like teeny tiny red light, and attached to its chest you see a camera with its leaning, zooming in and out.
The rat is in the house. Hello? It's
That sounds like a
Thorn.
terrible song. The rat is in the house.
Yes, just get up. Come on. Let's go meet the rat.
And he
The
just
rat has
stands
summoned
up, and it's like right next to him. He goes, "Oh, but look at that! It's a mechanical rat. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hello, little friend. My friend wants to see your big friend. Can you
Yes, I
please go
need
get your big friend for us?" And then you see the rat actually lift up its arm to its ear, and then drop it, and then you see it like nod at you. And then it slowly makes its way into the house.
I wish Max were here. He knows how to talk to vermin.
If you want some help from the rats, I would not be calling them vermin.
Oh, he
Mind your
knows
manners,
how.
bitch.
Fine. You know, if anyone else called me that, I'd rip out their tongue. I'd make
Yeah,
them
I
into a
know.
human test machine, and I. Get out of my way! So disrespectful. Ghouls are not supposed to be disrespectful.
When have you known me to be respectful? Even before I was a ghoul. You knew who I was. I'm not changing for anybody, no matter how much you change me.
Oh, I
And he
love
just
that
starts
about
walking
you.
in.
I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to kill him. Not going to kill him. He walks in after.
You guys making your way in, and you can just see the blinking red light from the side of the rat's head, going further into the house, edging its way against the side of the wall, missing some large holes that you remember that were there, and some new ones since you've been here last.
Hello? Creep, it's I, Thorn. Ambrose?
And then the rat starts making its way downstairs into the basement level.
Oh, I don't like the basement. Okay. Fritz, if you want to come, would you like to come? Would you like to meet?
Absolutely,
Creep?
this is like the highlight of my week. I'm absolutely coming.
Good. I hope it scars you. And grabs Fritz and he goes downstairs, but he puts him in front of him. As he did the first time. As he did the first time with Aubrey, he is now doing it with Fritz. Same scenario.
You guys get down there, and the rat is sitting in the center of the room, pretty much exactly where the creep ascended last time. The computer screens that are down there are all off. It is pitch black. All you see is the red blinking of the light.
He kneels down next to the rat. Well, let's see. I need information. In particular, the what's going on in the city, outside of what happened with the Macaulay. Anything Kindred business that seems a little odd for Kindred. The Harvester, where he may be, if he had been seen last, or if he's popped up any time. Any strange happenings?
As you're saying this, you start to hear the sound of wires and coils and tubes just like slowly being pulled and expanding and rubbing against each other, coming from the ceiling above you. And then the sound of gyros and cogs connecting and bits of metal scraping against each other as you hear and almost feel the presence of something descending upon you. And as you look up, you see almost a completely robotic face start to light up, with the eyes turning a bright blue and the jawline illuminating as if it's an LED strip, followed by the lips of the lines of its lip. The lines of its lips light up, and it looks just like the creep without skin on, without his long matted beard, without his clothing, without his hair.
It's an upgrade indeed.
And you see the mouth open like a marionette almost, just like up and down, not any proper movement like muscles or anything. There is nothing left, nothing human left to the creep. And with a very digital voice, you hear him say, "Ah, hello, friend. It's good to see you again."
You've certainly made some upgrades to yourself. No more flesh.
Flesh was too constricting. Very restricting as well. The digital age requires a digital body.
True,
Now,
mortal.
what brings you here? You're looking for information again, right?
Well, yes. As you probably know, most assuredly know, we were in the swamps and we fought the Makole. We seem to have won, and all of the kindred in New Orleans are celebrating as if all the threats have been eliminated. They're celebrating like it's... I find it's just too early to celebrate, and I don't believe for a second that everything is all right. Either there's more Makole out there, or there's something more sinister, perhaps happening with the Harvester. And I need to find out what that is. I know this isn't just some hypothetical thing. That battle was too easy. And if the Harvester is still out there, then threats are still there. There's going to always be threats, I realize that, but do you have any information on any of this?
You see the head just like reach itself forward no more than 2 inches away from your face, and then the rest of the mechanical body just drops to the floor next to you as the body spins to its proper forward-facing self. The head stays exactly where it is, but the rest of the body just twists behind it, and then it just opens itself up, like extending its arms and its rib cage, if you can even call it that. Everything just opens up as this mechanical skeletal figure is looming over you, and its face also opens up wide. And now, with everything exposed, you see 50 little screens, like about this big, little like small tablet size. They all turn on, and you see information just pouring through, almost like the Matrix, but you see news articles, headlines, CCTV, still images, still photos, and it's like reeling through every single bit of possible information that it can go through in just a matter of mere moments. And they all stop immediately on the same picture of Town Hall. And the creep's distorted 8-bit voice comes to you again. That battle may have been easy. So what? Take a win where you can take it. The only activity that's happening now is there's an empty mayor seat and no body to be found.
The rest of New Orleans doesn't know that the mayor isn't there, do they?
They know he's not there. He's been missing for a few days now.
Should he turn up? Or someone who looks like him?
Are you insinuating on taking a seat of power?
At this point, it's either me or one of the others, Mitzi. Devore. Where's Devore?
What's a Devora?
My sire. Devore.
Ah, that one. You've mentioned the name, but you never told me what they look like, where they're from. And after we spoke, I've scourged every single database I can from New York to New Orleans. I haven't found anybody named Devora. That
Surely.
fits anything that would connect to you.
You're saying that if there is anything out there, it was deleted from your database? Or just doesn't exist? I don't accept that. There has to be some evidence of her existence. Her taking me from the bar that night, that she told me, the video footage inside of the hotel room and the hallways. Security footage is everywhere. Camera footage at stoplights.
Like I
Nothing?
said, since you left New York, from New York to New Orleans, there's nothing there.
There was something. When I was young, when I was a teenager, there was a paper. Devore's face was in the paper, in the newspaper. She was with another family. She was their nanny. But her name wasn't Devore. Damn it. I don't even know the date or the year.
Well, I can't help you with that then.
All right. So there's an empty mayor's seat, and nobody to fill it. But the city is crawling with Tzimisce. So if somebody is not going to fill it soon, there isn't preparations for someone else to take the position.
They'll have one of their government cronies. Who's ever officially next in line will definitely be taking that seat. It's politics, baby. You know how this shit works. When one bumps out, another one gets kicked in. They're probably just biding their time, hoping that he'll turn up. But I don't think that's gonna happen. After what I saw in the sewers.
See in the sewers.
Well, he was one of those giant turtles, wasn't he?
Yes.
That your buddy ripped an arm off of and killed.
Yes, rather.
And guess what happened to that?
Probably ate it.
Oh, yeah, your worm friend definitely ate it. Speaking of your little worm friend,
Yes.
she's getting an itching to get outside lately.
I'll go down there and I'll fix it. I'll make it right. Ugh. I'll tell her not to. And just, sorry, my eyeball went that way and I had to fix it. Oh, went that way again. Sorry, it's a Tzimisce thing, you know? Sometimes you just have to put your eyeball back in place. Alright, sorry, it wanders.
He goes, I understand, and he takes out the socket for where his eye is, and he just attaches it to the wall.
I do that too sometimes.
But do you do this? And the eye just starts skittering away.
Oh, holy shit. No, mine usually listens to me. That is interesting. Alright. Well, I can't put down Lily. She's harmless. She's a baby.
Fritz finally speaks up. Mr. Robot Man, It's not a baby. It's not harmless. You saw it eat a turtle, right? I mean, a giant turtle. So like, he's speaking out of love. And that's while he says that, you see that the creep's head whips around, and cables start coming out of its back, so it's like a snake head just starts pulling itself backwards and slithers its way through the air over to Fritz. A new one. This is interesting. I see. I always wondered what you'd look like up close and in front of me, and not through the lens of another camera. Interesting. He still
He's
moves
like,
like a mortal.
yes, I'm not turning him.
That is interesting. Well, now. And it's the head neck snaps back over to her in front of you now. I haven't heard anything about the harvester. He disappeared and he's hiding out in the shadows where my cameras and bugs can't go.
Your cameras and bugs can't go into, say, the Ventrue Library, can they?
That place, I have no idea where that is.
Now that is a surprise.
You're telling me I've been looking for that place for some time now. You'd think that they'd have a geographical location somewhere on GPS or something like that, but I can't find it. And I've been searching and searching and searching. There's knowledge there that I want. There's information that I want to get my. And he raises his mechanical hands. Fingers on, if you will. But it's just out of reach for me.
Well, how about this? On my phone, I have a couple of pages where my friend Max and Kiernan went down into the library themselves. Oh, they were bagged and dragged, but they went down there and they snapped a picture of a few of the books, a few of the inside of the books. I could let you scan it, let you have it. And that could be payment. What do you think?
Payment for.
Talking. And me maybe asking more questions.
This was your one gift that I gave you, remember?
Yes. But as long as I have a tie here in New Orleans and I have a couple of things on my phone, I'll give them to you. And if I learn any more information, well, possibly in the future, if we have more contact with each other, I could give you that information about the library.
He puts his metallic hand on your shoulder and just starts like wrapping it and tracing it along your clavicle to the other side. And as that's happening, he's walking behind you. And it's not really walking so much as parts of metal and wires and such are just slumping over each other, kind of like how an ooze would roll forward, and it makes its way behind you, almost touching your back. And the things that it uses as rib cages comes around your body and closes you in as its head wraps around and looks down at your phone, and you see another camera-like object comes out of the forehead. Let's take a look then, shall we?
Okay.
And each time you put up a picture, you see a flash of light pops out and scans it over. Next page, flash of light, scans it over. Flashlight scans it over. So he takes each picture, and he is now uploading it into himself. And with each picture after it uploads, you see like a tiny, not a flicker so much as a wave of minuscule pinpricks of light that start popping up throughout its, for lack of a better word, body. And after you show him the last one, it opens up the rib cage and slinks back.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't. That was an experience. All right, I am horrified. Does that suffice?
I can use this.
Good.
Now, you get one more question. Make it count, Ambrose. Make it count.
So many. So many. All right. The general that I met for the Tzimisce. He told me that there was something happening. Something larger than what was going on in New Orleans. They needed me for some reason. Why? I don't know. A war? A battle? Something greater that's coming. And I don't know what that is.
The Tzimisce general. And he says that a war is coming. Does he? Does he have any specific affiliation with anything?
The Blackthorns. That is divorce.
The Blackthorns. Oh, Ambrose. This is good. And you see him start to slowly bring himself back up into the ceiling as he is just cackling. And the more and more he laughs, the more distorted and digital it becomes until it's just almost like the dial-up tone is what you're hearing at the end. The last thing that he says before signing off is, "There's thorns on the bush, and the bush grows across the country."
Bean. I swear to God. Fritz. Oh. That answers nothing. That answers nothing. There's thorns on the bush and it spreads across the country. Sounds like Tzimisce herpes. Tzimisce herpes is happening. You hear that, Fritz?
I don't know about you, but that was fucking really sexy. The way he like wrapped her way around you and everything. That was, whew. I mean, I've never had a robot man touch me before, but that was something that I would not have been upset about.
No, but you know, it reminded me of the Borg Queen from Star Trek.
I never watched that show.
The Borg Queen. The Borg Queen. The Borg Queen?
You keep on saying a word that I don't know what it is, so like, you can keep on saying that.
I'm gonna have to show you Star Wars. I mean, Trek. Ooh, don't tell anybody I said that. I really hope. Man, I'm so glad this isn't like, airing on the internet or something where it could be just like forever just ingrained there. That's fine. History, I will educate you.
Okay, great. Let me educate you. So what did he say? Let's get out of here first. I don't want to be in this basement anymore if that robot man's not gonna, embrace me.
Oh, you want the human fleshlight to embrace you, but not me.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna become a vampire if he embraces me.
No,
when I mean like a hug, not like, hey.
There's monster fuckers, and then there's whatever the fuck you are. Let's go upstairs. Pushes you
You
up there.
guys make your way up. And as you make your way to the top of the stairs and back out, he goes, "So you didn't understand what he said?"
There's thorns on the bush. Thorns, I suppose, are the Zamitsi, and the bush is growing across the country.
And this general guy said there's a war coming, right?
Something like that, and I'd be needed for it. But, like, why me? I don't know. Like, I'm probably the last one you'd... Well, actually, I'm pretty good with fighting. But I'm trying to distance myself. I didn't kill that old man tonight. I certainly didn't kill that boy. The old me, Ambrose, before, he would have grabbed the pocket peepers. Their eyes. He would have drained them dry to a husk. Didn't even snap their necks.
Okay, well, getting back to the subject on hand, yeah? There's
Subject
a
on it.
war
Oh,
happening.
yeah, there's a war coming.
Something
something.
is spreading across the country.
Yes. Also, I found an ear growing behind Aubrey's ear. Like, it formed as if something were listening in. I know I sound crazy, but I saw an ear come behind his own ear. Forming, morphing, crafting. But he's not a Zamitzi, he's a Tremere. So that doesn't make
Okay.
any sense whatsoever.
Not really, but anyway, okay, well, whatever. All right, let's just go, I guess. You're not putting two and two together, and I'm really done being a math teacher tonight. So
The war growing is the Zamitzi, I suppose, against everyone else?
that's what it sounds like to me. If the Black Thorns, right, are Zamitzi,
Yes.
one flower alone can't do anything, but a flower bush means a collective, yeah? And it's
Yes.
spreading across the country. There's a shit ton of Zamitzi about to do some shit to a lot of countries, a lot of cities, maybe. That's how I read it.
What am I supposed to do about it? I'm just one, and I was only embraced 10 years ago. I'm only one.
You think way too little about yourself all the time, Ambrose. I swear to God. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, Mr. Fredrickson. Let's go get that little that earn hour patch tonight.
Fine, let's go.
And you guys go off into the night and just whatever it is that Ambrose and Fritz get themselves into on a regular evening out.
A lot of
5 days
shenanigans.
pass. 5 days pass. And you get a message on the eve of the 5th from Megan asking for you to please meet her and Lady Grulon at the Ventru Sanctum.
Fantastic. All right. Here is Ambrose at his new address now.
At
Or
this
is he
point,
still
yes. At this point,
All
yes.
From his flat at the Rue Royale, he texts back the address and if they could bring a car for him. Can I use your Uber, Megan?
Megan replies, "You requested a meeting. You will provide your own transportation."
Oh, balls. All right, be there in... I don't want to take public transportation. Why haven't I ever learned to drive? Fine. Let's see. Walking will take me about... How long will walking take me? 15 minutes? 20? Make it 30. I'll be there in 45 minutes.
Since you're in the French quarters, the Ventru Sanctum is not that far off the French quarters, so it'll be about 15-20 minute walk. So you make your way there. You're surprised at how quick it takes you to get there from where your flat is.
Shit, I didn't get lost.
and you see there are two Ventrue outside, at the sidewalk leading up to the stairwell that go into the sanctum. They see you and they give you a polite smile and a nod. And one of them goes, "Yes, well, we're expecting you, so if you would like to go in."
I would certainly like that. Thank you.
All right, Master
Thank
Thorn, let's go ahead. And as you start walking, they close the gap between them and walk behind you, leading you in.
you. Right. In we go.
They each put a hand on your shoulder and start directing you where to go. They go past the libraries, the side rooms that you are used to from when you were here last, and they bring you upstairs. Now, the Ventrue House is a beautiful Gothic Victorian home, but it is large, it is vast on the inside. They bring you up a spiral staircase, then down a set of hallway, and into a large, large room, which any other room would call this a master bedroom, but there is no bed here. There are no coffins either. This has now been turned into a large office. There is a single desk, beautiful, ornate, the single chair behind it. And in that chair sits Lady Grulon as she's she's hunched over the desk and scrolling away at papers that are being fed to her by Megan. Megan's handing it, she's writing, she puts it in a pile that's increasingly getting more and more taller with each piece of paper that she puts on there. She picks her up and she goes, "Evening, Thorn. Take a seat, please. Don't mind me as I'm finishing up some much past due paperwork."
Approaching the Primogen of the Ventrue, he bows to her respectfully and then moves to sit across in the chair. He sits. He walks a little bit more elegantly than a Nosferatu would, and he sits a little bit more primly than you would expect a Nosferatu to sit. He crosses his one leg over the other and folds his hands on his knee.
Then Megan says, "And this one is the last one. It's just saying that we weren't there at that time." Wonderful. But anything else, Megan? No, ma'am. That'll be all. Thank you. And she walks behind, picks up the finished papers, smiles and nods at you, and heads out. Shuts the door behind her gently. Lady Grulon then leans back and sits into her chair deeply. So, how are you? How's your new home?
Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I didn't see you at the party.
Yes, I was taken care of, as you now know, my brother.
It's your brother. You ruled with your sisters before, but it's strange that there was not a fourth throne for your brother.
Yes. He did not
doesn't
deserve
rule
power.
alongside? Oh, I see. Well, I hope he is better occupied in your library.
He's at his station. He knows where it is and where he belongs, and he is doing just that. So, you call this meeting. You wanted some information about the harvester, I believe? Is that what you were asking for?
Indeed, but I also wanted your opinion.
Ooh,
About...
interesting.
Yes. As you know, we fought the Makole, and we were victorious. It seems to be a little bit too easy, and as your assistant Megan pointed out, I too agree that this seems too easy. too quick of a win. And there's an informant of mine who tells me that City Hall is still empty, that they're still looking for the mayor. There's an empty seat which was once commanded by the Macaulay, and now it's opened. And as a Ventrue, surely it's a tempting position.
Not at all. Not at all. Oh, disgusting. Human politics? It's bad enough what we have to deal with our own, is it not? I do not want to run a city. I do not want that responsibility. I do not want to have to be the face of the city. I do not want to be out kissing babies in sunlight.
Surely this is something to be concerned about.
I'm not concerned. The deputy mayor is going to be sworn in within the week, I'm sure.
All right. I still think that perhaps there should be some of our people, just keeping an eye on town hall, keeping an eye on that situation.
You think the prince and Lady Aisha haven't done that already? You think they haven't ghouled a few of them?
I suppose you're right. What about the Harvester? Have you heard anything about them?
No one's heard anything about him. Once he jumped into oblivion. Whenever you saw him. What was it, the cemetery? Months ago now?
Yeah.
That's the last anyone has seen of him. We know that we are not lucky enough to say, or even think, that he is gone for good. He had his hand in too many honeypots for him to just leave. He is a stain on this city, and we all know that. We knew that when he was here. But he never did anything too out of line that deserved him to be taken care of. He was just very vocal about what he would like to do.
So is that it? Is everybody... I just feel that everyone is celebrating too prematurely. I haven't lived as long as you have, but for the little life that I have lived as a kindred, it's proven to not let your guard down.
What makes you think our guard is down?
The celebrations, the 2-day celebrations, getting everyone's hopes all the way up.
Where was the celebration held?
At the Prince's Manor.
The Prince's Manor, yes, of course. Now, is that a secure place?
Yes,
is it a well-guarded location?
Well, yes. Of course
Was the entire kindred community safe? Myself there, present?
Yes, everyone was there. Everyone was there, which means very few people were anywhere else in the city at the time, except for ghouls. But the rest of the city was, now that I think about it, left open, vulnerable.
And did anything happen?
No. Nothing happened.
Has anything happened since then, after we've all gone back to our homes?
I can't accept that.
Are you privy to every Primogen's schedule and what they do on the day-to-day, excuse me, old habits, night-to-night activities?
Well, no.
Are you aware of what every clan has been asked to do by either their primogen, the sheriff, or the prince, or of course Lady Aisha?
Considered as the only Nosferatu left privy to this information as well.
We each get our own message in due time. You will get your information, I'm sure. If I were to put money on this guess, the prince was allowing you time to get yourself settled into your new home. It's quite an undertaking, moving an entire home from the Bumbles to this beautiful city. More than one car trip, or truck trip as it may have been.
So we're all settled now.
And you were given quite the honor, from what I heard, at court the other day.
Safety and sanctuary?
Safety
Yes.
and sanctuary.
Yes.
Now, our dear prince. Sanctuary comes in many different forms. Physical, mental, and emotional. I do believe that our dear prince was gifting you time to heal, to reflect, to learn and grow from your battle with the Macaulay. All while, of course, moving your entire home. If I were the prince, I would let you take this time to be yourself and not burden you with more orders after having just brilliantly used your home as a battlefield.
Self.
Can you
What
say
do
that
you
again?
mean
You
by
cut
that?
out.
When you say be myself, what do you mean by that?
Enjoy your time alone. Be yourself. Do whatever it is that an Nosferatu does when they have their leisure time.
I have a question. Many, but what Prince Felicity gifted me, this sanctuary, would it be comparable to your brother's sanctuary under you?
Absolutely not. That is not sanctuary that he has. It's work. It's family.
Oh, nepotism. I understand that.
That's not nepotism. He wishes it was nepotism.
Your library is such... It's such a high honor. Why wouldn't that be...
That also makes it a burden. To some.
Who is your brother?
My brother is my brother. That's all that you need to know.
All right. And believe it or not, out of all the clans, in secret, I have a fondness, special place in my heart for Venture in particular. I knew somebody.
Please.
I did.
No one has any fondness for us. I know what everyone says about us behind closed doors in secret. Some even say it to our faces, and I still laugh about it. How
No,
could you
really.
ever have some form of fondness for the uptight Ventrue?
I had an adopted sire when I was younger. He was a Ventrue, and he saved me. And I loved him dearly. I loved him So very much.
Interesting. All right. An adopted Ventrue sire of a Nosferatu. Very interesting. I never would have seen that coming.
I think
And where is he now?
killed.
I apologize. How did he die? How did he meet his final end?
A monster. An unspeakable monster. Foul. Disgusting thing. Plunged his hand through his chest and crushed his heart.
We are still quite delicate things, aren't we?
Yes.
Though we, in fact, do terrible things as well to others. Each clan, each kindred. Though I do apologize for your loss. As you said, you loved him. I'm sure that was a deep hit to you and your upbringing, and somewhat explains a few things, I'm sure.
What do you mean?
How you covet people close to you.
Yes. But sometimes the worst monsters are those who hold too tightly. I'm trying to practice restraint.
Well, we can all use a little restraint from time to time. I do need to thank you once again for your help, for however you have reattached me to me after that incident in the sewers. I thank you for that.
I would do it again. Have you not questioned it?
Having
Surely.
been at the doorstep of death once again, I decided that I was not going to ask how or why I was saved. I will take that as a gift.
Now, you said Felicity, Prince Felicity, gave me Sanctum, and all of the kindred in the city were witness to that, but could I request something? Of you, in particular.
That all depends. You can request, but I do not have to give it to you if I don't wish.
Of course not. If all other clans and kindred in the city refuse to give me sanctuary, and I mean sanctuary physically, for my life, could I come here? Could I hide away here? In your library or somewhere? I don't know. If something were to happen.
She pushes the chair back and stands up. Puts her hands on top of each other and rests them on her lower stomach and walks around the desk and comes to your side. Leans down just to your ear and whispers, "If every kindred in this city were coming to harm you, there would be 0 chance of me harboring you here. That would put myself and every one of my children right in the middle of harm's way. That doesn't just go for you, Thorn. That goes for any kindred. You ask any Primogen, they will not be the lone one to give you super sanctuary, I guess. I don't know what else you would call it. If the entirety of the city were coming for your neck, Lady Aisha would tear us all apart. Just to get you, if she deemed it necessary. Prince Felicity would have her hounds tear this place asunder.
Well,
if the
that's fair
entire
enough.
community was after me, my children would kick me to the curb. They know better. And I would respect them for that. There's one thing you need to know, Ambrose, she says as she stands up and continues walking towards the door. If there's a blood hunt for anyone, they will be caught at some point. The only thing that would save that person is Elysium. But that requires finding a city that harbors it. And currently, there is no Elysium here in New Orleans. Now, do you have anything else you wish to ask of me?
No, I suppose not.
Wonderful. Now, before you leave, and she opens the door, you will answer me one question back then. Why would the city turn on you?
Why would kindreds turn on me? Why would a blood hunt happen? Why would a hunt happen, Lady Aisha? Why was your body pieced together miraculously? I don't know, Lady Gulong. Why is that?
Let's not dance around the situation here. Let's not beat the bush. If you have something to say it outright. I so hate riddles.
But you just said you couldn't protect me, so there would be no reason to give you anything against me if there's no protection here. So I must leave. But I think you know.
I will not say to what dark corners my mind has just ventured to. I will not speak unless I know for fact what stirs in my mind. But if it is true, if there's an inkling to what you've just said, it would be best if you go.
Be well and take care of that healed new body of yours. I do hate to see flesh ruined. And he starts to walk out the door.
As you pass, she just shuts it directly behind you.
And Ambrose makes his way out. A little slower this time.
The two guards who were outside that brought you in are standing a few feet down the hall waiting you. Still smiling, still standing a few inches apart from each other. Are you leaving, Master Thorn?
I am. It's been most enjoyable. The Ventru Sanctum. It's nice.
Yes. This is our home.
All right, well, what was your name?
Terry.
Terry. Good to meet you, Terry. And tell Megan goodbye for me. Give her my love.
Marshall, you can give her the love. All right.
Ta, darlings. And he walks out the door.
They lead you back down the spiral staircase and out the front door and return to their regular station spot. Well, Robin, what are you going to do with the remainder of your evening?
Oh. I need to go with Fritz. I need therapy time, drinking time. I don't care what time it is. It's Fritz time.
It's fucking Fritz time!
Fritz time!
All right. We will conclude our session tonight with you going to Fritz, back to your flat, and having your therapy sessions. What will happen is to be found out later on, at a different time, if anything is to come of the conversations that were had tonight with you and the Ventru Primogen, Lady Grulon.
Nah, can't come up again. No way.
Not. Absolutely not. Nothing bad will ever happen in this game.
There's no consequences.
Consequences. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us in tonight's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. This is a very interesting and fun one-to-one with Robin Ambrose Windsor. For the next 2 weeks, we'll be having one-on-ones with either Christian first or Thaddeus first. So we'll see who comes up next week, and we'll carry on with that. Robin, take it home.
Everyone, thanks for watching. I'm Robin the God. I played Ambrose Windsor tonight. We got into quite a few things and saw Cyberman just fucking body morph. That was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just... we had fun. It was great. You can find me on all social medias on with the name Robin the God. So yeah, that's what I got. Thanks for watching.
And I am your host, your storyteller, Dylan. You can find me all across the interwebs. Roll number 4, Dylan. My pronouns are he, they. That's about it. I ain't got nothing else really right now. Oh, no, that already happened. So, but. Yep, that's about it. That's all. We're going to be rating Gnome Anne. They are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. So let's go put that up there. Right, boom. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next week. All right. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.